This is Maharashtra. The green cover on the terrain has a large variety of floral species. What one misses here is the well-known bamboo. Bamboo is very peculiar. Basically a grass, it can grow up to 100 feet in height. It is the fastest growing vegetation. Some varieties even growing up to 3 feet overnight. A self-propagating entity, the vagaries of nature do not significantly affect the growth of bamboo. What has been the scene in Maharashtra? Used as a cheap and a ready substitute, bamboo is considered to be the poor man's timber. It has a short post-harvest life if not treated. There are only 3 to 4 varieties of bamboo naturally growing in the state. The usage too has been limited to making knickknacks like baskets, mats, and in some cases as a mechanical support for horticultural crops. It has also been looked upon as a raw material for paper mills. Until recently, some isolated work for promoting bamboo was being done only by some individuals and organizations on their own. Enter the National Bamboo Mission. In December 2007, Directorate of Social Forestry in Maharashtra was entrusted with the implementation of the mission agenda in the state. To begin with, existing situation in the state was assessed and a comprehensive plan to propagate the cause of bamboo was chalked out. Bamboo being considered the poor man's timber did not fetch good returns. This discouraged the farmers from going into bamboo cultivation. Also, there were only 2 to 3 varieties predominantly found in the state. Added to this was the negative factor that in normal conditions, bamboo had comparatively a short span of life. As a remedy to this situation, number of varieties of bamboo were brought in mainly from Uttaranchal, Karnataka and the northeastern states. From 3 to 4 varieties, there are now almost 14 being introduced in the state. This is especially a difficult task since bamboo species flower only once every few years, and on an average, the life cycle is about 40 years when the species flower and produce seeds. To counter this, other methods including tissue culture are being used for propagation of bamboo. Maharashtra, with the largest allocation of funds other than the northeastern states, has started putting together its act in a short span of 1 year. 3 bamboo technology development centers are being established in the state. Training is being imparted to farmers and officials from various government departments like revenue, forest, agriculture, and social forestry. The aim is to create awareness amongst them about the tremendous scope and the possibilities of propagating the bamboo culture in the state. This has resulted in a big way in developing confidence amongst the officials and the farmers and in bringing about a better understanding of the mission. 16 districts have already been covered in the first year. 16 more have been taken up in the second year. Apart from training farmers and the officials, bamboo artisans and self-help groups too are imparted training, especially in the usage of modern tools and processes. To counter the short span of life, post-harvest treatment is given to bamboo, which makes it last for about 30 years. Future of bamboo in the state appears to be very positive and exciting for the cultivators, the artisans, and the self-help groups. The entrepreneurs too can look forward to a booming market in the bamboo products. For the farmers, it opens up a new avenue of cultivation. Bamboo, being a hardy vegetation, does not require much looking after and starts giving returns in 5 to 7 years. The species being self-propagating, it can be harvested a number of times, giving recurrent income year after year.
आम्हाला जाणवलं की बांबूमध्ये खूपच प्रॉफिट आहे. इतर सगळ्या दृष्टिकोनातून बांबूमध्ये प्रॉफिट भरपूर आहे आणि तो विचार करून आम्ही हे बांबूची लागवड केली. सिंधुदुर्ग सामाजिक वनीकरण विभाग त्यांच्यामार्फत वेळोवेळी मार्गदर्शन ह्या बांबूच्या लागवडीसंदर्भात आम्हाला मिळालेलं आहे आणि ते अजूनही मिळतं आहे. 1 हेक्टरमध्ये हे बांबूची लागवड आम्हीही केलेली आहे आणि अजूनही मला आगामी 1-2 वर्षात मी जवळपास 10-15 एकर तरी बांबूची लागवड ही मी करणार आहे. कारण त्याचा फायदा हा आम्हाला आता सर्वसाधारण समजलेला आहे.
The bamboo cultivation has also helped the self-help groups in a big way.
आमच्याकडे जो वनीकरण आहे 16.85 हेक्टरमध्ये, याच्यामध्ये इतर झाडं पुष्कळ मोठे झाडं आहेत, पण जास्त प्रमाणात आम्ही इथं बांबू घेतो. ज्यामुळे आमच्या गावात जे काही बुरहड लोक आहेत त्यांना ह्या बांबूमुळे पुष्कळ उत्पन्न मिळतो. त्यांना आम्ही 10% कमी रेटानं देतो, बाजारभावाच्या कमी रेटानं 10% देतो आणि त्या माध्यमातून ते बेअर काढून त्यांना एक टोपल्या वगैरेचे ते बांधकाम करतात आणि त्याच्या स्वयंरोजगार ह्या उत्पन्नापासून मिळत आहे. त्यांना एक चांगली इन्कम आम्ही त्यांना एक सामाजिक वनीकरणाच्या माध्यमातून देत आहोत.
With increase in bamboo cultivation, more and more artisans can find employment in this sector after being trained. As seen by the current experience, for the social and economically underprivileged, this can prove to be a big boon.
पूर्वी असं घरातलंच काम करायचे, बाहेर कुठे नाही. आणि घरात म्हणजे घरात असे टोपले वगैरे आणि सूप वगैरे करायचे. तेव्हा मी कॉन्व्हेंटच्या ह्याच्यात आल्यामुळे मला शिकायला भेटलं. मॅटी शिकल्या, बर्फी, झिकझॅक और असे 3x3चे असे सगळे मॅटी शिकल्या. फुलं शिकली, सगळ्या वस्तू बनवायला, घड्याळ वगैरे सगळं शिकले. कुटुंब माझी आई आणि मी असते, तेव्हा कुटुंब मीच चालवते. घरी कोण काम करणारं कोण नाही. वडील नसल्यामुळे मी स्वतःच कमवून मी घर चालवते, कुटुंब चालवते.
Looking at the commercial side, the Bamboo Mission has started practically initiating the concept of Bamboo Bazaar in a number of places, bringing together all the parties concerned. One of the most attractive sectors where bamboo can play a major role is in the field of ecotourism. A very promising beginning has already been made. Residential blocks are being put together predominantly using bamboo in various forms. One special example is the houseboat made from bamboo at Tarkarli Beach in Konkan. Bamboo, a nature's gift, has the potential to come to the rescue of those unfortunate farmers in Maharashtra whose agricultural crops fail repeatedly. A step forward in Maharashtra, the Bamboo Mission has joined hands with the State Employment Guarantee Scheme. It could prove to be a good alternative for those marginal landholders who usually take recourse to temporary migration to make 2 ends meet. They are guaranteed 100% grant if they plant bamboo on their land, thus avoiding pangs of migration. Apart from bringing prosperity to these farmers, bamboo spells economic progress for artisans and the self-help groups. It can also prove to be an instrument of bringing about women's empowerment by making them financially independent. In the coming times, new technologies, concepts, and products are being introduced. For example, a solar cooker made using bamboo can be a cheap alternative to the conventional one. Polyhouses made from bamboo not only would cost just half the amount of the ones made of the steel frame, but also be easier to make and would have certain inherent technical advantages. A country like China has traditionally used bamboo as an important element in bringing about an economic stability and strength right from the grassroots level. There is no reason why this cannot happen in India, making bamboo the timber of the 21st century, promising sustainable development. Bamboo truly holds the potential of becoming a Kalpavruksha. Well, not exactly a tree, but a grass which grants wishes.